Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at your July 2022 prediction. So if you are new to pick a card readings, this is how it works. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and yeah, you can pause the video if you like and choose the pile that you are the most drawn to. And yeah, without further ado, let's see what your July 2022 is going to look like. Okay, so if you chose this pile number 1, this is what we have for you guys. We already, right off the bat, I'm seeing there's a lot of blue energy. So to begin with, we have the Star card, we have 6 of Swords, we have 5 of Pentacles, we have 3 of Cups, and 8 of Wands. And then the Oracle cards that we have here is Round and Round. And then we have By the Book. So pile number 1, this is what I'm seeing for you. I'm seeing right off the bat that there is something that is making you feel stuck currently. And I think that you have been held back by maybe your financial state, or maybe just emotionally you feel like, you cannot move forward. You feel like a little stagnant currently. But in the month of July, what I'm seeing is happening for you is movement, like mental and physical movement. Like if you've been wanting to get out a lot, and if you've been wanting to explore, if you've been wanting to sort of like, if you have this desire which you've not been able to do in the month of June, I see in July that your desires are going to see some sort of movement. And you're going to finally get out of that circle that has been making you go round and round. And I think that you're finally going to break certain principles of yours just because you felt like a lot stagnant in the month of June and you want to sort of move out. So I see that this this stepping out of your comfort zone is going to happen in July, but it's not going to be very pleasant, although it's going to feel very freeing, and it's going to almost feel like you're celebrating a very big accomplishment. But I see that this transition in the month of July is not going to be very beautiful. It's going to be a little bit of a murky transition, I would say, like emotionally mostly. But yeah, with 8 of Wands, I also see travel happening for some of you, and also just general movement in your desires you're going to see, pile number 1. So yeah, and with the Star card, I'm finally seeing that you're going to just break out of the barriers, and you're going to finally step out of your comfort zone, and you're going to feel like the most authentic person ever in the month of July, because now you're like, you've had it up till here, and now you're like, what, I'm gonna do what feels most authentic to me, and I'm gonna break those barriers that I felt caught up in. And I don't think you're gonna let like finances be a problem anymore, and you're just gonna like move towards your desires. Like you're gonna be like, what, no matter what it takes, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get what I want. And that feeling is going to be what you're going to experience in the month of July. Also with the 6 of Swords, I feel like you all have been wanting to travel. You've been wanting to sort of like get out of your space, but I think like the finances have sort of had you held up. But yeah, it's finally happening in the month of July. I see that you all are going to be one celebrating moving out of this just emotional stagnancy that you've been feeling, or like physical stagnancy. I definitely see like just movement happening in your life in the month of July, but mostly physically, because you also have 6 of Swords, and this man is like physically like rowing the boat. And also with the 8 of Wands, it talks about fast movements. So I see that happening mostly physically. So I think that you're going to be moving around a lot in the month of July. By the book also just sort of reiterates the fact that whatever has been like made you feel stagnant, I think you're finally going to like come to terms with it and sort of just get out of it. Yeah. So I'm going to be shuffling these cards right here, and we're going to see what the main themes in the month of July for you are going to be. So yeah. Okay, so for pile number one, these are going to be your main themes in the month of July. So we have movement, and I literally, we were just talking about movement. Like, what are the odds? We were just talking about it, weren't we? And then there's anger. I think, yeah, like there's just been like this stagnant energy that has sort of gotten you all frustrated and worked up. And I think that you're going to finally find a way to channelize that energy and get some sort of movement. And for some of you, I even feel like, you know, there's going to be more of like a physical movement, in the sense that, you know, you might even join a gym or start a new physical activity to just get that physical pent up energy going in the month of July. And then we have confidence, like the star card. You're finally gonna feel confident in your own skin, and you're finally gonna feel like, you know, this is me, this is who I am, and like, take it or leave it, this is who I am, you know. So July is when you're gonna, you know, finally feel like yourself, like you're mostly yourself. But at the same time, in the month of June, I just think that there have been circumstances where, you know, you had a choice to sort of like go back and forth with who you are and who you're not. And I think that you're finally going to break that pattern. And also with the protection card, I feel like, yeah, once you step in that authentic energy, you're gonna have to also be very protective of your energy, because now when you're feeling the most authentic and the most, you know, recharged version of yourself, people are gonna want to be around you all the time. So yeah, it's just about, you know, protecting your energy, because you've gone through a lot to finally be this person who you're going to be in the month of July. So that is going to take, you know, creating boundaries and just saying no when you feel like saying no, because no is enough of a statement. And you just have to have faith that, you know, whatever you're leaving in the past, whatever you're leaving behind in the month of June is no longer serving you, and that, you know, it's finally time to step up and just be you. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle from this deck called Notes from the Universe on Abundance, and we're gonna see what the universe has to say about your abundance for the month of July 2022. I just want to mention like how pretty these cards are. And this is the deck called The Notes from the Universe on Abundance by Mike Dooley. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this deck. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's see what the messages for you on abundance are for my pile number one. So these are the cards that I'm drawn to for you. Pile number one: the only economy that matters and can actually put money in your purse, your wallet, or the cracks of your sofa is the economy created by your thoughts, words, and actions. Every day, someone new near you becomes a millionaire. Next, the universe. Okay, so if you have been wanting answers on your financial situation, this is the deck that I go to. So yeah, I said yes when you first thought of it, now when you first asked, and hallelujah, so be it, coming right up when you first gave thanks in advance. So yeah, there is abundance right around the corner for you, pile number one, in the month of July. but all you have to do is just be grateful for what you already have. Okay, the thing that is keeping abundance from you from manifesting, that's keeping you from manifesting more wealth and abundance in your life, is that you're not grateful. So it's time to be grateful for what you already have, for you to attract more abundance. Okay. So yeah, that was the reading for you, pile number 1, and I hope this helped, and I hope this resonated with you, and I hope you have a gorgeous, abundant, and a beautiful month of July filled with happiness and success and abundance and lots of confidence. So that's what I see for you, pile number 1. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you in my next video, hopefully. Bye. Okay, so for pile number 2, these are the cards that we have. We have 9 of Pentacles, we have Ace of Swords, we have 9 of Swords here, we have 4 of Cups, we have 10 of Wands, and then we have 2 of Wands. Okay, so right off the bat, the message that I'm getting for you guys is that, you know, probably there is some sort of financial goal that you have set upon in the month of July is going to come to life. Okay, there has been this financial goal I see that has sort of kept you up at night, and you've gone through this cycle where you have, you know, felt burdensome, you have felt boredom, you have felt, you know, burdened, and all of those things. Like, these cards just go so well, like they go hand in hand as of now, because they talk about, you know, this burden, physical and mental, that you have had to sort of push through. But yeah, I see that, you know, the month of July is going to bring you a lot of clarity upon how to go about this financial goal that you have. It's probably financial independence, more finances, or like just you know, overall financial independence, like generally I feel like is something that you have been aiming for lately, and that has sort of gotten you all worked up. And you know, but in the month of July, what's happening is that, you know, you're finally gonna gain a lot of clarity upon how exactly you can achieve that goal that you have. Okay, there's gonna be ways, you know, inspirationally, that you're gonna be drawn to with the 2 of Wands. I see for some of you travel is happening, so I think that travel is also going to bring you a lot of ideas of, you know, how you could go about working that financial goal that you have, and also co-creating. And with the 2 of Wands, what I see is that, you know, co-creation is something that's going to be a theme for you in the month of July. I think that if you have been wanting to collaborate with people, if you have been wanting to, you know, hire new employees, or like get more people to like working with you, I think that can also sort of like, you know, be just an idea in the month of July that I think you're going to experiment with. And Here and Now card is just sort of telling me that in the month of July, you're going to be much more serious about things, you're going to be much more focused about things in the month of July. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. So we're going to be looking at this deck right here, and I'm going to be shuffling to find out what other themes are going to be dominant in the month of July for you. Okay, we have hunger, and then we have trust, and then we have the death card. Okay. And then we have sadness. Okay, So in the month of July, what I'm seeing for you mostly happening, pile number 2, is that this thing that you have been struggling with lately, uh, if it's like financial or if it's like a physical condition that you have that you are struggling with, it's coming to an end. Okay, it's definitely coming to an end, because the death card talks about huge transformation. It talks about it talks about spiritual awakenings. It talks about you transforming into a new life. So what I'm seeing for you is that your sadness, whatever sadness, I think I'm connecting more with the card of the boredom here. So it's not so much so about sadness, but it's where you've just felt boredom in the month of June. So the main themes for you are going to be hunger, death, trust, and sadness. So what I'm seeing here for you is that there is a sort of pattern here happening with this theme. And with the hunger card, honestly, I just feel like the month of July for you is going to be more about striving to step into that trust phase more than anything else, and stop being sad about where you are. I feel like in the month of July, you're finally going to go out there and get what you want and feed your hunger and feed your desires. So funny, because we had the same sort of theme going for the first pile as well, but here the death card talks about huge transformations, and that will come for you, pile number 2, in the month of July. Only if you trust. You have to trust the power of the universe, and whatever it is that you want, it's time to stop being sad about it and take action towards your dreams, and not just bottle up your feelings and sit in a corner. But it's time to finally get to action and put your ideas to work, and sort of trust that the universe has got your back. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. And we're going to be shuffling some cards here and see what the universe has to say about your abundance, your finances in the month of July. So yeah. Okay. So in the month of July for you, pile number 2, we have these cards. Psst, it's me again, the universe. You deserve more, much more. Try this. Stop trying to predict and therefore limit where it's going to come from. Just know it's going to come, and let me figure out the rest. Exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about trusting, and we were talking about co-creation, and just working with trust. So whatever you are working towards, just have trust in it and keep working. I just feel like it's going to be this financial goal that you have in the month of July that you're going to be very focused on. And yeah, so today you are a magnet for infinite abundance, divine intelligence, and unlimited love. Actually, this has always been true. Rock on, the universe. So yeah, pile number 2, this is what I see for you happening in the month of July, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye. So for pile number 3, this is what we have for you guys. We have Queen of Wands, we have the Empress, we have 8 of Pentacles, and then we have 5 of Wands. Interesting. So I'm just gonna pull out 2 more cards for you, since we've had 6 tarot cards for each pile. So considering that, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have Queen of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of feminine energy in this pile, and we also have the Tower card. Okay, great. So okay, we begin on the Queen of Wands. So this is what we have. So this is what we have for you. Pile number 3, we have Queen of Wands here, we have the Empress, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have Five of Wands, we have Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Tower card. So here what I'm seeing for you is that, you know, pile number 3, it's time for you to just step into your feminine side more. Okay, the Empress here, and we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have 2 major cards and like 2 court cards, and we have both these queens here. And to reiterate the fact, we also have the Empress right here. So here the message for you, pile number 3, is that in the month of July, what's happening for you is that you are going to be stepping into your feminine energy finally. I think you have been like battling between your masculine and your feminine energy quite a bit, and that has just brought nothing but chaos to you. And I think that finally it's time to step into more of that feminine energy and just, you know, sit back and receive. You have been giving a lot. So basically the masculine energy is the energy that gives, and the feminine energy is the one that sort of just flows like the water and sits back and receives. And the masculine energy is always about like go-getter energy, and like it's always on the go. But the feminine energy, on the other hand, is about, you know, working and taking breaks, and working and taking breaks. So that could also be one of the messages, because we also have the Eight of Pentacles here, which talks about just a lot of hard work that has been gone in, which I think is the case for you. Pile number 3, in the month of June, there has been a lot of work for you, and that you've put in a lot of work. So the month of July is talking about, you know, not repeating that cycle and finding like the balance between masculine and your feminine energy, and also sort of like take breaks between work. And it doesn't mean that you gotta like take a break from work or something, but it's definitely time for you to find that balance between, you know, work and taking breaks, and just taking a maybe day off. Or maybe you've been like, you know, for instance, if you have been working day and night, it's good to sort of like, you know, take a break and sort of go out in the nature, if not, you know, anywhere else. So basically the month of July is just sort of like a reminder for you to, you know, find a balance, and connect with your spiritual side more, because that is what has not been done enough in the past few months actually. So I think it's time for you to sort of spiritually recharge yourself. You have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So these queens literally like talk about enjoying the fine things in life, which you have been working for, and now it's time to enjoy. So July is about, you know, enjoying life as well as working, and finding that fine balance between the both. And that's exactly what sort of the Tower card shows, is that if you do not find balance between your feminine and your masculine energy, that's what's going to be the outcome. The Tower card, it's just going to be, you know, not balanced. Like the Tower card, as you can see, it's just not balanced. Like the base is just not you know, solid enough to hold the tower. And that's exactly why there's this fire in the tower, because it wasn't built properly and it wasn't taken care of properly. So in the month of July, it's about, you know, taking care of yourself, so that this is something you avoid. And then the other oracle cards that we have is To the Sea, and we have Why to the Sea. So with these cards, I'm just gonna rearrange these cards. And yeah, so the next two cards that we have for you is Why and To the Sea. So here I'm seeing that July is going to be a month where you reflect on, why is it that you're working so hard. And To the Sea just goes to show that you've come far enough where you can actually sort of take breaks. So it's time to sort of reflect upon how far you've come in life and sort of appreciate it, but also at the same time to keep going with the Eight of Pentacles. If you want to keep going in life, you're gonna have to do two things. You're gonna have to take rest time to time, and then you're gonna have to realize why you started it, why you started what you started. So I see that overall the month of July is going to be a very month of a month where you're going to be reflecting a lot, and you're also going to it's going to be a month full of intentions. It's going to be a month that you're going to be leading with intent. So also, pile number 3, I just feel like y'all are very like hardworking people. So to keep going, you will have to keep realizing why you started what you started, and that even if you're not where you want to be in life, you just need to realize that where you are right now is far enough and you are worthy enough. Okay, we're going to be shuffling this deck right here, and we're going to see what other dominant themes for you in the month of July are going to be. Okay, so we have growth. No wonder we also have the Empress card. So there is a lot of okay. So talking about growth and magic, and then we have determination. No wonder these cards just sort of reiterate the tarot cards that we have coming up for you. And then happiness, just happiness. I love that. So the month of July for you, pile number 3, is going to be revolving a lot around financial growth and just overall magic. I see that in the month of July you're going to be feeling very like abundant, trust in nature, once you start realizing that you are worthy enough, and that you are abundant enough, and that you've come so far and you have like achieved so much in life that you are worthy of taking a break and just pampering yourself. And I see that with the happiness card here. You're gonna finally realize that you are actually in a good place in life, and it's not that bad. Where you are is, you've been doing pretty good, just that you don't need to battle against yourself with the 5 of Wands. Is the pattern that you need to break, is that you don't have to criticize yourself, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. Like wherever you are, you just have to keep going with determination. Okay, the month of July is gonna be about keeping on going no matter what it is, but at the same time it's about just finding balance, between work and life, or masculine and feminine energies. It's just about that balance in the month of July. And then what you're going to experience is something that you've never experienced before, is magic, and you're finally going to realize that the happiness that you have been seeking through work or other things, it lies actually within you. And for some of you, I think you are already coming to this realization where you're realizing that your happiness actually lies within you and not in the materialistic things. So that's going to be the highlight for you in the month of July, my pile number 3. Now we're going to be shuffling this deck and we're going to figure out more messages for you in the month of July. We're going to be shuffling this deck right here, and we're going to be finding out what your finances are going to look like in the month of July. So yeah. Okay, this card wants to fall out, and then we're going to do one more card. Okay, so if more people knew how admired they already are, they'd be even more admirable. Same for knowing how cool, fun, healthy, wealthy, and wise they already are, and Zippy, in admiration of the universe. That just defines the Empress card so much. Like, this is who you are, pile number 3. You are someone who's admired, who's abundant, who's already healthy and wealthy and wise. And honestly, you don't even need like any advice from this reading. It's just that keep on going on. But at the same time, it's very important to enjoy life. It's important to enjoy the fine things in life. Okay, eternity is a really, really, really long time. I think we'll be able to squeeze everything in. Relax. That is a beautiful card to end this reading on, because all I've been blabbering about in this reading is probably just for you guys to relax more in the month of July. So that word right there is everything that you need to take away from this reading for the month of July for you, my beautiful pile number 3. So that was your reading, pile number 3. And if you enjoyed this reading, if you liked it, give me a like and leave your comments down below and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. So for pile number 4, this is what we have for you guys. Okay, these are a lot of cards. So we have 9 of Wands, we have Ace of Pentacles, we have 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I see you. And then we have, wow, a lot of Pentacle cards. We have 7 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and then we have 2 of Swords. Okay, very interesting pile, because we have these 3 Pentacle cards that need to be talked about, and then we have Page of Wands, and then we have 2 of Swords. Okay, great. So in the month of July for you, pile number 4, what I'm seeing is that with the Ace of Pentacles and Page of Wands, these are 2 court cards. So right off the bat, something that I'm seeing is that you have probably just started this new job or like this new project that you probably might not be seeing results in. But in the month of July, what's going to happen is that you are going to be seeing results. You're going to be seeing your fruit finally growing up on your plants, and whatever you have sowed, it's all going to come to fruition in the month of July for you with the 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands also sort of talks about persisting. So does sort of 7 of Pentacles. Not really, but like they sort of like have the same base theme going. It's about just like waiting and just waiting things out. So in the month of July, the main thing happening for you is to just like wait it out and sort of persist through this financial situation that you've been dealing with. Maybe it's a new job that you don't sort of feel fit in yet. You don't feel like you fit in yet properly, but I see in the month of July you're finally going to feel like home. With the Page of Wands, I also see that, you know, you must have like sort of felt like, for some of you that's the case. For some of you, I see that with the Page of Wands, that, you know, you have there is something that you're working on, and you sort of feel like you're still like immature, or like just like a beginner in that thing. But Two of Swords is just telling you to make decisions properly, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 4. Also with the Page of Wands, I see that, you know, there is probably something new that you have just started. Again, reiterating the fact that there is probably a new job opportunity, or like new, you know, ways of making monies. You've been inspired to do that lately. So in the month of July, also with the Page of Wands, I am seeing that you will be inspired to you know, make new money moves, is what I'm seeing for you. There could be like a little confusion around you know, these ideas that you're inspired to do, but do not let the self-doubt come in, and sort of just persist through it. That's what I'm seeing for you. That's what I'm hearing for you, pile number 4. Just persist through it. And then the next two cards we have is Treasure Island, and we have Between Worlds. That just sort of reiterates the fact that you are probably confused between, you know, exploring this newfound potential about you in the month of July. I think you're going to be a little confused about things, but trust me, you are full of a potential. You have all that you need at your disposal, because you are such a treasure island. Like, people look at you and they are like, you know, this person is so full of potential. And like, you know, you sort of like keep going back and forth between wanting to explore this side of yours, and then you just like go back in your black and white life, then you come back in the color, then you keep going back. So that is something that I'm seeing is sort of happening for you in the month of July, is that you're finally going to get out of that black and white zone and sort of move towards, like, you know, more colorful life. And also Between Worlds just sort of like is telling me, also with the Treasure Island, for some of you it could mean that, you know, you might be spending the month of July by water, somewhere near the water. The cards just sort of like are giving me that message. Between Worlds also sort of is telling me that you could be traveling internationally. Yeah, for some of you, I'm also seeing with this card that you might be revamping your wardrobe, or you might be, you know, going for something like clothing and accessory wise. I feel like, I don't know why that particular message I'm getting, but that's something I'm getting, is that you're going to finally just step into more color in the month of July, like metaphorically or like literally. For some of you, you could be revamping your wardrobe, might be like stepping out of your black and white. Also just means that, you know, you're stepping out of your comfort zone finally to experience something new. Also, Ace of Pentacles talks about new experiences. So in the month of July, you're also going to be experiencing a lot of new things. You're just going to explore, basically. So that is also one of the themes that I'm seeing happening for you. And we're going to be shuffling this deck right here, and we're going to find out the themes that are going to be dominant for you in the month of July 2022 for my pile number 4. So this is what we have for you guys. We have passion, we have isolation, okay, and then we also have anxiety, and then And then we have the fear card. Okay, so I definitely see the main themes in July for you, pile number 4, are going to be passion, isolation, anxiety, fear. So yeah, with this treasure island, I definitely feel like there is huge potential in you that has been sort of just been hiding behind the bars, behind the doors. And the month of July, what's going to happen for you is that that side of you, which has not been explored before, is going to come out. It's going to come out of the doors, and you might feel a little anxious, and you might feel like very foreign towards it first, but it's because your talents have stayed in this isolation for too long. I think that you're going to feel like even anxious to sort of like put it out there into the world. But trust me, it's like Treasure Island is like, so many movies have been made on Treasure Island, like for real. Like, people keep going on these like quests and hunts to find a treasure island. So it just sort of shows like how unique and how sort of just how precious your talents are, and that they need to be explored. So I think in the month of July, you're going to be inspired new ideas to sort of like explore your passionate side. And I feel that even if this is something you've not thought about or talked about, I think in the month of July, this is going to be a huge theme, is to just work on your passions and just work around your passions and how you can make the most out of it, and how you can explore your passions and your own potential. So without further ado, we're going to be looking at these cards, and we're going to be looking at your finances of pile number 4 for the month of July. We're going to be seeing what messages in regards with your finances the universe has for you. Okay, so these are the 2 cards we have. Is an abundant life is an abundant life, not abundance all by itself. In case anyone asks, see yourself in the throes of living. Definitely. So this card is about just envisioning yourself, visualizing yourself finally living your best lives, the lives full of passion. So in the month of July, this is what you need to focus on. You need to focus on living your best lives, and how exactly it is that you can live an abundant life. And the next card is, while it's often thought that happiness may spring from having some serious bugs, it actually works best the other way around. So if you have been focusing, or if you have been putting your happiness into money, it's time to rethink that, and it's time to rethink what it is that actually makes you rich. Okay, it's not about physical riches, but it's about your happiness that you keep putting in your materialistic things. Okay, so it's time for you to sort of focus on your potential in the month of July, and not so much on what it brings to life. You just need to focus on what it is that you bring to the table, and how worthy you are, and how abundantly happy you can be, is what's going to bring more finances in pile number 4 for you in the month of July. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 4. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and leave your comments and all that good jazz. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.